Gentlemen over 60, listen closely. All your life, you've been told the same thing. Eat more vegetables, they'll keep you strong and healthy. But what if I told you that some of those very vegetables are secretly draining your testosterone, slowly stealing your energy, your strength, and even your confidence as a man? I've seen this over and over in my clinic. Men in their 60s and 70s who thought they were doing everything right. Salads, green smoothies, superfoods. And yet, they sat across from me, tired, weaker than before, and wondering why their spark had faded. The truth, it wasn't just age, it was their plate. Hidden inside certain vegetables are compounds that chip away at your testosterone, the very hormone that drives your vitality. And once you know which vegetables these are, you'll finally understand why your energy, your muscle tone, and even your bedroom fire may be slipping away. I'm a urologist with over 30 years helping men restore their hormone health. And here on Senior Health Advice, I reveal the hard truths most doctors won't tell you, so you can stay strong, confident, and full of life at any age. Before we dive in, do me a favor, hit the like button so this video reaches more men who need it, subscribe to Senior Health Advice, and drop a quick comment below. Type yes if you're ready to reclaim your vitality, or no if you've ever felt betrayed by so-called healthy foods. Your feedback helps me know exactly what matters most to you. Now, stay with me, because I'm about to reveal the 3 vegetables you should never eat after 60 if you want to keep your testosterone alive. The first one will shock you because it's often praised as a detox hero, but for older men, it can be poison to your masculinity. The detox hero that backfires. Meet Richard. He's 65, a retired engineer who prided himself on taking care of his body. Every morning, he blended up a big green smoothie packed with kale, broccoli, and cabbage. He thought he was fueling his body with the best nature had to offer, but within months, his energy plummeted, his strength slipped away, and the spark in his bedroom life dimmed almost to nothing. When Richard came to me, he was frustrated. "Doctor, I'm doing everything right. I eat clean, I don't drink much, I even exercise. Why am I getting weaker?" His blood work told the story. His testosterone had dropped far below what I'd expect for a man his age. And the culprit wasn't what he thought it would be. It was the vegetables he believed were saving him. You see, cruciferous vegetables like kale, broccoli, and cabbage contain compounds that in moderation can help younger bodies detox and balance hormones. But in men over 60, the effect flips. They interfere with the delicate enzymes that keep testosterone strong while tipping the balance toward estrogen. Even worse, they can slow the thyroid, your metabolic engine, making you feel sluggish and tired. For Richard, the result was simple. He was eating foods that worked against his masculinity. He described it perfectly. "I felt like my body was betraying me. The healthier I tried to eat, the worse I got." Now, don't misunderstand me. These vegetables aren't bad across the board, but for men over 60, eating them daily in large amounts can quietly sabotage testosterone production. And if your testosterone is already naturally declining with age, that's the last thing you need. This is why I call cruciferous vegetables the detox hero that backfires. What's sold as a superfood for everyone can be poison for your manhood after 60. If you're starting to realize how important this is, hit that like button right now so more men over 60 discover the truth. And don't forget, subscribe to Senior Health Advice for weekly videos that keep your health, hormones, and manhood strong. Now, kale and crucifers are just the beginning. The next vegetable is even more dangerous because it's marketed as heart healthy, but in reality, it's one of the strongest testosterone killers for older men. The heart healthy trap. Let's talk about George. He's 70, a proud grandfather who always believed in staying active. He walked daily, lifted light weights, and followed every nutrition article he could find. Wanting to protect his heart, George added soy milk, soy sprouts, and tofu into his diet almost every day. He thought he was making a smart, heart-healthy choice. But within a year, things began to change. George noticed his sex drive fading. His erections were weaker, his energy dipped, and he started experiencing uncomfortable pressure in his prostate. At first, he blamed age, but when we ran his hormone tests, the results were clear. His testosterone was dropping while estrogen markers were climbing. The problem? Soy. Soy is loaded with compounds called phytoestrogens, plant chemicals that mimic female hormones inside the body. In moderation, the body can handle them. But when soy becomes a daily staple, especially for men over 60, those phytoestrogens begin to overwhelm your natural hormone balance. They attach to estrogen receptors, suppress testosterone production, and even inflame the prostate. But here's the part most men don't know. Soy doesn't just lower testosterone. It also reduces DHT, the powerful form of testosterone that drives male performance, libido, and muscle strength. Without healthy DHT, a man often feels flat, weak, and disconnected from his own masculinity. George was stunned. "Doctor, I thought soy was good for me. I thought I was protecting my heart." Instead, he was unknowingly choking the very hormone that kept him strong as a man. That's why I call soy the heart-healthy trap. It's praised by nutritionists and health magazines, but for older men, it's one of the fastest ways to kill testosterone and fuel estrogen. So, let me ask you, are soy products hiding in your kitchen right now? If so, comment soy below. I want to know how many of you are dealing with this exact issue. And while you're at it, hit the like button so more men can escape this hormonal trap. And make sure you're subscribed to Senior Health Advice for the truth that keeps your manhood alive. Now, cruciferous vegetables weaken testosterone by tipping the balance toward estrogen. Soy kills it by flooding your body with estrogen-like chemicals. But the next vegetable is even more sneaky because it looks innocent in a salad bowl, yet it robs your body of the very minerals testosterone depends on. The superfood salad saboteur. Finally, let's talk about Harold. He's 67, a retired teacher who prided himself on eating clean. Every day, he built huge salads with raw spinach, beet greens, and other leafy vegetables. He believed the more greens, the better. But despite his discipline, Harold felt drained. His muscles softened, his energy dropped, and his doctor told him his testosterone had fallen to a dangerously low level. When we looked closer, the culprit was clear: oxalates. Raw spinach, beet greens, and even Swiss chard are loaded with oxalates, compounds that bind tightly to zinc and magnesium, two minerals that act like the foundation stones of testosterone. Without zinc, your body cannot produce testosterone. Without magnesium, the hormone you do make becomes far less effective. So while Harold thought he was fueling his body with the healthiest greens, he was actually stripping away the minerals his manhood depended on. His blood tests confirmed zinc deficiency, and when we corrected it, his energy and strength began to return. But there's more. Oxalates don't just block minerals. Over time, they can stress the kidneys, forcing your body to work harder and disrupting the delicate balance that supports hormone production. It's a slow sabotage, and most men never see it coming. Harold summed it up best. "I thought I was eating the healthiest diet possible, but I felt weaker every month. When I found out spinach was part of the problem, I was shocked." That's why I call raw spinach and beet greens the superfood salad saboteurs. They look harmless on your plate, but behind the scenes, they rob you of the raw materials your testosterone factory desperately needs. So, if spinach or beet greens are a daily part of your meals, I want you to pause and ask yourself, are you unknowingly starving your testosterone? Comment spinach below if this hit home for you. And don't forget, hit like, subscribe to Senior Health Advice, and share this video with a man who needs to know the truth about his food. Now, we've covered the 3 vegetables that drain your testosterone, cruciferous detox heroes that backfire, soy heart-healthy traps, and spinach salad saboteurs. But knowledge without action is useless. So let's tie it all together, and then I'll reveal which vegetables actually protect and boost testosterone so you can reclaim your vitality. The hidden mechanisms and the hope ahead. Let's pull all of this together because understanding the why is the key to protecting your manhood. Cruciferous vegetables like kale, broccoli, and cabbage, the so-called detox heroes, interfere with the enzymes that keep testosterone strong. They tip the balance toward estrogen and, in older men, can even slow down the thyroid. The result? Less energy, less muscle, less drive. Soy, the heart-healthy trap, floods your body with phytoestrogens. These plant chemicals mimic female hormones, attach to receptors, and lower both testosterone and DHT, the form of testosterone that fuels libido and strength. What looks good on paper becomes poison for your vitality. And then we have spinach and beet greens, the salad saboteurs. They bind up zinc and magnesium, stripping away the minerals testosterone depends on. Without those minerals, your hormone production collapses, leaving you weaker and more fatigued. Gentlemen, do you see the pattern? These foods don't just sit in your stomach. They launch biochemical attacks on your testosterone factory. One blocks the enzymes, another overwhelms the receptors, and another robs you of raw materials. Together, they create the perfect storm for hormonal decline. But here's the good news. Just as the wrong vegetables can sabotage your testosterone, the right ones can protect it. You don't have to give up vegetables. You just have to choose the ones that act like bodyguards for your masculinity. And that's exactly what we'll cover next. The vegetables that defend your testosterone, keep inflammation low, improve blood flow, and help you feel like yourself again. These foods aren't just safe. They're allies that work with your body, not against it. So if you've stayed with me this far, do one thing right now. Hit that like button so YouTube shows this video to more men who desperately need to hear it. And subscribe to Senior Health Advice, because what I'm about to share could change the way you see your diet forever. Now, let's shift gears. We've exposed the villains. It's time to meet the heroes, the vegetables that support testosterone, fuel energy, and bring back your vitality. The good guys, testosterone-friendly vegetables. We've just uncovered the villains, the vegetables that quietly sabotage testosterone after 60. But gentlemen, this is where the tide turns, because just as certain foods can weaken you, others can defend your hormones and keep you strong. Let me introduce you to 3 vegetables that I call the guardians of masculinity. First, asparagus. Too many men overlook this vegetable, yet it's loaded with vitamin E, one of the most powerful protectors of hormone-producing cells. Think of vitamin E as a shield. It guards your Leydig cells, the very cells in your testicles that make testosterone, from oxidative stress. Without that shield, those cells burn out faster. With it, they keep producing. Asparagus also boosts nitric oxide, the molecule that relaxes blood vessels, improving circulation not just for your heart, but for your erections. Second, red bell peppers. Sweet, colorful, and incredibly rich in vitamin C. Why does that matter? Because vitamin C is a natural anti-inflammatory, and inflammation is one of testosterone's deadliest enemies. When inflammation is high, your body makes less testosterone, and the testosterone you do make gets blocked. Vitamin C also supports your adrenal glands, which produce precursor hormones that feed into testosterone production. I've had countless men report that after adding red peppers to their diet, they felt more energetic and even noticed better stamina during workouts and intimacy. Third, shiitake mushrooms. These are more than a tasty addition to stir-fry. Shiitakes are natural aromatase blockers. Aromatase is the enzyme that converts testosterone into estrogen, and as men age, aromatase activity skyrockets, leaving you softer, heavier, and lower in testosterone. Shiitake mushrooms slow this conversion down, protecting the testosterone you already have. It's like putting a lock on the door, so estrogen can't steal it away. When you put these 3 together, asparagus for testosterone production, red peppers for inflammation control, and shiitake mushrooms for estrogen balance, you build a dietary defense system for your manhood. They don't just stop the decline, they actively push you back toward vitality, energy, and strength. And here's a bonus. Pair them with pumpkin seeds and almonds. Why? Because pumpkin seeds are packed with zinc, the mineral that testosterone is literally built from. And almonds provide magnesium, which helps testosterone function properly inside your cells. Without these minerals, even the best foods can't fully do their job. So gentlemen, the solution isn't to avoid vegetables. It's to choose wisely. Stop feeding the enemies, start fueling the allies, and your body will thank you with more energy, firmer muscles, sharper focus, and yes, a stronger performance in the bedroom. But before we close, let me leave you with one powerful reminder that can change how you see aging as a man. Gentlemen, here's the truth. Aging does not have to mean surrender, losing muscle, losing energy, losing your spark. It isn't just getting old. It's often the result of hidden choices on your plate. Kale, soy, raw spinach, these so-called health foods can quietly strip away the very hormone that defines your vitality, testosterone. But when you replace them with allies like asparagus, red peppers, shiitake mushrooms, pumpkin seeds, and almonds, you give your body the tools it needs to fight back. I've seen men in their 60s and 70s walk into my office looking defeated, believing their best years were behind them. And I've seen those same men return weeks later transformed, more energy, more confidence, and a fire in their eyes that they thought was gone forever. That can be your story too. So let me ask you right now, are you ready to take control? If so, do 3 things for me. First, hit the like button so YouTube shows this video to more men who need the truth. Second, subscribe to Senior Health Advice and turn on the notification bell because every week I bring you doctor-backed strategies to keep your hormones, your health, and your manhood strong after 60. And third, drop a comment below. Type yes if you're ready to reclaim your vitality or share which vegetables surprised you most today. I read every comment and your feedback shapes the future videos I create for you. Gentlemen, your body is not broken, your masculinity is not gone, and your best years are not behind you. With the right knowledge and the right choices, you can reclaim your strength, your confidence, and your passion for life. This is Senior Health Advice, and I'm here to remind you that age is just a number, but vitality is a choice.